Hey On the Towners, I'm Frank Licari, and on this episode we're celebrating Black voices in Palm Beach County. From touring one of Delray's most historic museums and cultural centers, to raising a glass to local artists, and to catching some waves in Delray Beach. Join me as we say namaste on another great week of On the Town in the Palm Beaches.
This program is brought to you by Discover the Palm Beaches. Visit thepalmbeaches.tv for more information.
I'm starting my adventure with some movement in nature. We're talking dance. And for that, I'm meeting up with Erica Squire, the founder of Natural Movers, an organization dedicated to the enrichment of the cultural landscape of Palm Beach County. And she does it through the power of dance and movement.
The process that I take them through is called Body Speak. It's a process that I developed that allows the movers in my work to be able to unearth parts of their own innate movement. I'm not giving them movement when we first start. It is really them coming up with their own, and I'm guiding them through this process. Explore this space with I am trying to get away from. And go. I really feel more so like a storyteller and a humanitarian, where those that are in the work are becoming a little bit freer. And then I go in, add, move things around, change structure, and it really becomes a collaboration so that once the audience sees it, it connects everyone. Yes, yes, yes. Keep going. The term Natural Movers actually has a little bit of history, and it was really about me reacting to a need in Palm Beach County. I saw that there were a lot of brown children who wanted to study dance, but were not being prepared for the trajectory they wanted to go on.
Sure.
Now it's really more about me doing master classes with the community of folks and not just dealing with just students who want to train. The Natural Movers Dance Project is a project-based company that allows me to create works based off of opportunities or just wanting to get in the space and create.
That's fantastic.
Allowing yourself to become one with how your movement translates in the space.
We're standing in the middle of the Mounts Botanical Garden.
Yes.
And this is the sculpture that inspired a dance that you show us today.
Yes. I love the fact that this garden allows for folks in the community to be able to come and witness greenery and see it in a different way. I loved how refreshing it looked. Something that I hadn't seen before that I even know even existed. Like my mind had not even unlocked a thought like this.
Interesting.
So when I saw it, it made me want to experience it. And so what better way to experience it than through movement?
I'm standing in the Spady Cultural Heritage Museum, which has become the main center of discovering, collecting, and sharing African American history of Palm Beach County. And it all started with Solomon D. Spady. It's time to get a history lesson.
Mr. Spady was a teacher, basically, but he's credited for stabilizing education here in Delray Beach for Black people, colored people, because we were colored in the 20s. By the time Mr. Spady arrived in 1922, the railroad had opened. People were coming in, families are more permanent here in Delray Beach, and therefore the children are in school. Mr. Spady set up a functional course of education that was patterned after his mentor, George Washington Carver. So he taught the reading, the writing, the math, the critical thinking, but he also taught the wood shop, the farming, the home economics. He not only taught the children, but he would assist the families with financial needs and real estate needs.
Wow.
And he was just a real educator in the community for everyone. This is a slave receipt for the sale of a Negro. You know who owned this slave? Our former city manager, David Hardin. This was part of his archive. and he donated it to the Spady Museum.
Wow.
These kinds of things exist, they're real, there is documentation to prove it, and people need to know this thing. And look at the date on this. December 6th, 1855. That was not very long ago.
Not very long ago at all.
We will continue to use whatever communication vehicle we can find to get the word out that we're here, but most importantly, that Black history exists and is being preserved and is worth knowing.
Of course, and not only that, I mean, it's such an integral part of this area.
Absolutely.
Of Palm Beach County, which a lot of people don't know about.
Our mission is to preserve. Preservation is who we are, preservation and education. We're always involved in whatever it is that can share the history of our area, the history of our people, and the culture of our people.
Right.
We intend, with Mr. Spady's legacy, to continue bringing people together and making people understand how much we need each other.
The Spady Cultural Heritage Museum opens its doors for many who want to contribute to the history and community it's fostered, including promoting reading and literature. We're on our way to a one-on-one study group with Akbar Watson, the owner and director of Pyramid Books. Akbar leads multiple study groups and literacy programs, all with one goal in mind: to make Black literature a global phenomenon. I've gotten to learn a little bit about history, and now I'm excited to learn about literature.
Pyramid Books, we're an African-centered bookstore. A small group of us used to read together, and some of the books were hard to come by. So voila, I moved from there, from the back of my trunk to a brick and mortar to now an online bookstore. In the process, I just started educating myself, and I recognized that literature has been used as a weapon against African Americans in the early days. So I really got into it, and I started studying about it, and then I started trying to teach. And I've been doing a lot of tutoring and so forth to try to de-weaponize literature.
So I come into one of your classes.
We have classes the last Saturday of each month. And so what we do is we study history. Whether you read the book or not, you're welcome. We do everything to embrace literature. So
Sure.
even if we do trips and movies and parks and
Right.
whatever, we do book signings, we bring national authors in, and then we do literary events. This was one of the books that we really enjoyed. Jomo Kenyatta, Facing Mount Kenya. What it talked about was the indigenous culture in Africa before colonialism. And so a lot of people don't know about that, but this was a very engaging book. I don't think I would ever be the person I am without my relationship with the books.
Yeah.
So each time I talk with somebody, I'm reminded of something I've read, or I'm encouraged about something someone else is reading.
Sure.
Or not reading, by the way.
And brings you confidence and almost forming more of your own identity, right?
Exactly.
After a great lesson on books and literature, we're taking our adventure outside to catch some sun and some waves. The Palm Beach coastline is a perfect place for a beginner surfer like myself to learn, and who better to teach me than the soul surfer himself, Maui Goodbeer.
Arch your back and paddle strong. Long, deep strokes. When you arch your back, it plants you firmly on the board.
Is it supposed to hurt? Okay, I just wanted to make sure. How long you been at it?
I've been at it for a long time. I started surfing about the teenage years in California.
Yeah.
I started Street Waves in 2008, and I do it as a promise to my younger brother. My younger brother was murdered by a 16-year-old gang member.
Oh, wow.
And at his funeral, I made a promise. And that promise was that I would do something to help inner city kids.
Give back.
I didn't really know what it was going to be.
Yeah.
I paddled out in South Beach one time, and it just came to me. You know, I've got to teach these children about the ocean to give them this opportunity.
Wow.
Most children are just misguided.
Sure,
you know?
sure.
And at Street Waves, we just guide them toward the ocean and let the ocean do the rest. Close to your body like that, yes.
Okay.
Arch your back. From there, we're going to do a pop-up.
Oh,
All right?
sure.
So I'm going to just show you how that looks.
And then I'll show you how it shouldn't look. How about that? How many kids have you taught over the years?
So we've taught thousands of kids since 2008.
Wow.
Yeah. The commitment that it takes to surf really does build your confidence, your character,
Yeah.
and your self-esteem. It's you against the ocean, you know?
Right.
And it's really the connection of nature that gives you that ultimate confidence.
here, the beaches all throughout Palm Beach County, all the way down. Why are they so good for beginning surfing?
Out here, it's a sandbar. The water's very shallow and warm, so it's a great introduction to the ocean. In my opinion, it's the best place in the country to learn how to surf.
Look at that.
It's right here.
Way to go, Palm Beach County.
Yes,
all
sir.
right.
These are two kids that I'm really, really proud of. They're both about 16 years old. Both just recently became lifeguards.
What does surfing mean to you in your life?
I'm pretty sure surfing is like the best thing that ever happened to me, and I'm glad that I met Coach Maui and Streetways, and it's the best thing that ever happened to me.
Feels good to have a passion and a purpose, doesn't it?
Yes.
Paddle, 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 paddle. Wave is coming.
Oh, gosh, gotta do that.
Yes,
Yeah.
now you're out there.
All right.
Back to the tail. And up.
Oh.
Yeah!
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Awesome.
That's not bad. That's not bad. Okay. I sure worked up an appetite from all that surfing. Let's head back inland and grab some healthy food. And for that, we've arrived at the new Vegan in Delray Beach, where the slogan is, you don't have to be vegan to eat vegan. Owner Raheem Jones is going to tell us all about his completely organic menu, and he may even give me a cooking lesson. My appetite's ready. I hope you are too. Let's dig into some plant-based foods.
The New Vegan is a family-owned and run restaurant. We've been doing this 8 years, and I just like to make food. I like to make people happy.
You chose to run an all-vegan restaurant. Tell me a little bit about why you got into that.
I was 37 years old. I had met a gentleman that had been vegan for a little over 30 years. And I thought he was my age. So that was the first thing, like I saw the fountain of youth.
Now you've got Big Farm, restaurant, website, changed completely. Your kids are fed well, you're creative, you're a chef, you're a restaurant owner. I mean, what a transformation.
My job is to try to make the next generation easier. So you have just add water, protein now. I'm gonna show you how to make a salad that you can literally feed anyone.
Yeah, let's do it.
This is the falafel salad. We're gonna take the scissors and we're gonna chop down the...
Oh, am I getting, okay.
Yeah. We're gonna add some sun-dried tomatoes
Sure.
to this. Our vegan mayo.
Oh, did you make this?
All right. Yeah, it's pea protein.
Okay.
Add a little bit of fajita seasoning.
Fajita seasoning? Oh, I didn't see that coming.
We just add a little bit of water to it so people wonder about grease and all of these things.
Right, no grease at all.
No grease. We're gonna dice up this tomato. 2 angles.
Oh, look at that.
You can smell that guy going there.
Definitely can smell it.
Right? I like to feed people and you like to help
help out.
So we're
I like
gonna
to be
we
fed.
make a good team. And then we're gonna toss this thing and it's done.
That's
Salad's
it.
done.
Wow. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. We headed indoors to Arts Garage in Delray Beach to celebrate art, music, and a historic holiday. Arts Garage is all about connecting our community to the world through arts, and they offer multicultural, diverse programming to promote inclusion in the arts, including this year's special event about Juneteenth.
Arts Garage started in 2011. We're a performing arts and visual arts venue. We're sort of checking ourselves when we self-reflect that we are presenting and representing our community through the art we put on the stage or on the walls. We want to give people a hand up. You know, we want to help them achieve and reach their goals and find their joy. So we have a lot of programs for emerging artists. It's just a beautiful thing when you bring everybody in and create a safe space for everyone. We want everybody to know they're welcome here. We collaborate often with the Spady Cultural Heritage Museum, and they have found this amazing blues performer, Pat Mother Blues Cohen, who's with her band today performing for us, and we're really excited about it.
How y'all doing? All right now, are you ready?
I had a passion for it. I had a passion for singing. I had a passion for theatrics, as you see. After I went to college, I found the opportunity to sing at a club, and I got a gig singing at a club. But I forgot that if you sing at a club, you have to have a set. I'd never done it before. In a couple of days, I actually pulled somebody together to help me learn all of these songs. And that's how it started. That's how the bug started.
Man is short, built like a frog.
Blues is something that once you hear it and you grow up on it, it never leaves you. It stays with you and it's in you. All blues is not sad. Some of it's happy and some of it's fun and funny and, you know, some of it's about good times. It's stories. It's all stories. I am happy to do this for Juneteenth. This is about slaves regaining their freedom. This is a celebration. It's not about being sad. It's not about being upset, or it's not about any of that. It's a celebration. It wasn't celebrated the way that it should have been celebrated, and this is a celebration.
We're traveling from Delray up to West Palm to sing to the tune of another music genre filled with soul. Yvette Norwood Tiger is the founder of the Palm Beach International Jazz Festival, where she brings in highly acclaimed artists to celebrate their love of jazz. The festival takes place each year right here at the Kravis Center, where history is just singing through its halls. Let's head inside and do a little riffing with Yvette. What's the first voice that you hear that makes you go, oh?
Ella Fitzgerald and Al Jarreau. I know Al Jarreau
smooth.
Yes. Yeah.
Al Jarreau was smooth.
Yeah. They both were instrumentalists with their voices.
Yes.
You know.
What made you go, I'm going to do this as my career?
Well, it came much later in my life. After I was diagnosed and recovered from a brain tumor, which happened in 2012. Wow. Before that, I was just doing it as a hobby. And I said, well, if I made it this far, this is going to be my testimony. This is my purpose, is to uplift other people, you know, through music.
Tell me about the International Jazz Festival.
After the surgery and everything, I said, well, I want to do big things. I want to start doing bigger stages, jazz festivals. One night it just came to me, start my own jazz festival. And I take pleasure in it because I'm able to bring in musicians who haven't performed on a large stage like that at a jazz festival, although they're quite, you know, talented.
That's how you stay.
The Kravis Center is known for quality entertainment here in Palm Beach County. What better place to have it?
When I'm not going to your festival and I want to see jazz, where would I go?
Great place is the Arts Garage. Another place is the Cultural Arts Center in Lake Worth.
Yep. Congratulations.
Thank you. Maybe one day I'll have you on stage with me.
Oh, man. If you really want to sell this thing, of course. So who else are you going to put in the show? After a show, it's always fun to continue the party with some drinks. Our next stop is a place called Sugar Plum and the Grumbling Growler, where we'll grab some wine and craft beer. Did I mention they also have an art gallery and a bookstore? It's time to enjoy some refreshing drinks paired with culture. Are you Sugar Plum? And is he the Grumbling Growler? Is that it?
Yes. Yeah.
Come on. Come on. All right, that's cool. That's cool. That was good, right?
When I met my husband, I had a wine label. We started dating and I told him some of the issues I was having getting my wine label into bars and establishments. At the time, there wasn't a lot of women in wine, and especially not black women. We were on our 4th or 5th date in upstate New York. And I noticed that he was having this great conversation with one of the servers about craft beer. Yeah. And I'm like, wow, you know as much about craft beer as I know about wine. And on a dinner napkin, we wrote the idea for this place.
Before you were married?
Before we were married.
Wow.
Yeah, a whole year before we got married.
Kismet or what? Like your energies together? You're like, I'm beer, you're wine. It's like peanut butter and jelly.
When we decided that that's what we wanted to do as far as finding a vehicle for the wine and a vehicle for my craft beer passion, we wanted to do something that was cool for the area, and we said, hey, why don't we just make an art gallery and make the bar an accessory to the art gallery so that way we can get everything done faster.
Did you ever listen to yourself explain it and go, like you just said, why don't we just do an art gallery? Like it's like that easy, you know, like you just like, we'll just put an art gallery together.
I mean, yeah.
I feel like I could sit here all day. Who curates all the books? Like, where do you get the books from?
That would be me.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
In 2017, I tried to open up a bookstore in Lake Worth. I kind of backed away from it. I kept on collecting books. And we turned this, what was the art gallery, into a bookstore, and the other location into an art gallery.
Never give up, because you never know.
So what we're doing with SP&GG as a brand, I want to do in every city in America and do what we did here and encourage local artists to express themselves in, whatever way they do.
And once a week, you can take a yoga class in the art gallery with Jade Wanzo. Her practice is called Jade Light Yoga, and she's all about creating an inclusive space and recognizing the beauty in all shapes, sizes, colors, identities, and abilities. I'm ready to roll out my mat and get started.
Take a few inhales, take a big inhale through the nose. Go into this practice without an expectation, without a goal. Just come into it for yourself, whatever it is. Exhale.
This is already more breathing than I've done in a week.
2 breaths is all it takes. I used to just have a very stressful job, corporate, also very superficial, and I would leave kind of like this and run to yoga with a friend who invited me, and I just fell in love with it. Turn this way, and then you're gonna start to come into a tabletop. You can come onto the knees.
How did you do that?
I know, I move a little bit.
What did you just do there? How did you even do that? How did you get to the sugar plum and the grumbling growler? How'd you get here?
Oh, I harassed them.
Oh.
I did, yes.
They're
It's
such a
funny
nice
story.
couple.
They
Why
are.
would you do that? Why would you harass such a nice couple?
It was just such an awesome space, so I just kept sending emails and emails. I'm beyond grateful for the relationship, not only like professionally and being able to teach here, but just like personally, they are just amazing. Gaze over the left shoulder.
Oh, I'm trying.
Yeah.
I know it's over there.
Turn
It's
this
just,
way.
Oh, you want me to come
There
over
you
here?
go, yeah.
Oh, this is so coy.
Right? I know.
Yeah.
I have a very, just a eclectic group here. I get lots of black and brown students, larger bodied students, beginners, people that have no idea like what yoga is or kind of like getting into your body and all of those things. And it's just really nice to come here and teach because most of them are beginners, which are like my favorite students. I think that yoga should be available to all people, whether it's the body size, whether it's money, whether it's your race. So I just wanted to make sure that I was creating spaces where people felt safe in their bodies, which is hard sometimes.
Bringing yoga to everyone.
Everybody.
After all that great stretching with Jade, I'm warmed up for the golf course.
View Golf Club, Fairview
Sure.
Golf Club.
Fairview is also a member of a larger organization, Sunshine State Amateur Golf Association, and Fairview and members from those other organizations get together to play in tournaments, 2-day tournaments for fun and camaraderie. They also are involved with junior golf programs.
Not just a golf club, community organization,
Yeah,
really.
very much so.
Tell me about the African American Golf Hall of Fame.
With the World Golf Hall of Fame only having, after a while, only one black person, I said, well, we are working with all these kids and bringing them through. Let's also give them a vision that they can belong to something. Golf for us is like, you know, education. It's like stay out of trouble. It's also like, yes ma'am, no ma'am, please and thank you to your parents. That's what golf means.
It's more than a game.
And you have to put that into our children.
You started this in 2005, this
Yes.
organization.
Yes.
What does that feel like? Because, you know...
It's good for me.
Yeah.
I feel good. I'm contributing to the lifeblood of the African American, the Afrocentric involvement in golf.
Golf, that's what it
Incredible.
comes down to.
You know what you are, Malachi? You're an ambassador. That's what you are. Right? That should be your title, ambassador. Today, we studied the history and heritage of Palm Beach's African American community at the Spady Museum. We learned how to make a delicious plant-based meal at the New Vegan, and we celebrated Juneteenth with some rhythm and blues. And me, I'm ready to head back to the beach and hit the waves again, hopefully without any more wipeouts. So I hope you join me the next time we go on the town in the Palm Beaches. Yeah. Boom! That's it.
That's a surfer,
That's
y'all.
it. That's it. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I'm here all week.
right.
Appreciate it.
This program was brought to you by Discover the Palm Beaches. Visit thepalmbeaches.tv for more information.